ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another Barcelona episode of the FM22 beta. Before we get into the video, as always, make sure you like and subscribe so you get more and more of this sort of content. But as you can see, I have downloaded a skin just to mix things up and see how it looks, really. I quite like it at the moment. A lot more information on the front. That's something that I always like to see. I have reduced the size of the font, so if it's a bit too small, let me know, and I can always increase it again for you guys. But where are we? We've jumped quite far ahead, to be quite honest. We're a good few games gone now. After our 1-0 win against Atletico Madrid in the Super Cup final in Saudi Arabia, we then went on an extreme run of form. We have been unbeaten since. So we ended up beating Valencia 2-1. A smashing Spanish Cup victory over Sabadell 4-1 there. Real Betis were a pushover, 2-0 there, along with Alaves as well. We then had the fourth round against Burgos of the Spanish Cup, a 4-0 win there as well. Atletico Pamplona, another 2-0 win again. Malaga in the next round of the Cup was a 3-1 win. Then Villarreal 2-0 in the league. Then we beat Atletico Madrid in the first leg of the Spanish Cup semi-final. And then another couple of wins as well against Getafe and Cadiz. Memphis Depay, again, absolutely on form, along with Ronaldo Araujo banging in the goals. Then a 2-2 draw against Dortmund in the first round of the Champions League. The first leg as well there. A game that was very end-to-end. We'd score, they'd score, they'd scored, we score. It was all over the shop. Then a draw against Vigo, which, again, we got a bit lucky with, to be honest, to get the draw. We should have dominated the game and won it easily, but we ended up not doing so. So there you go. We are today going to be looking at the Atletico Madrid second leg and the Borussia Dortmund second leg. So we'll skip through the Madrid and Levante games, which are both important games, to be fair, against Real Madrid, and Levante are second in the league, which is quite impressive. But we'll jump straight into things. Otherwise, there is actually transfers I need to show you. So first up, outgoings-wise, we obviously saw Clement Lenglet leave, but we also had Eric Garcia leave and go off to Newcastle. So he's gone for a good chunk of money. Oscar Mingueza, another player that wanted to leave, he's off to Wolves as well. So he's joined them. And we've also managed to get rid of Martin Braithwaite finally. He's been moved to Fiorentina. Already scored a goal for him in his 4 appearances for them. So he's obviously playing a little better than he had done for us. But the big move for us was the signing of... We completed the signing of Yusuf Demir. That wasn't the big signing, but just to let you know, he's done pretty well since permanently signing. And then the other one was John Stones. We signed him for a lot of money, to be honest. Probably too much, but I wanted to bring in the centre-half. We'd sold a few, so needed that cover in there. And he's the perfect player for kind of what we're looking to do. The passing, the technique, the composure as well. It's all there for that kind of controlled ball-playing defender, which is exactly what we want to play with this vertical tiki-taka we've got going on. So he has been very good since coming in. He played against Atletico Madrid and absolutely smashed out the park, and he'll be playing today. So we've got in goal, Ter Stegen in goal, Sergino Dest at right back, Jordi Alba at left back, Araujo and Stones in the middle. Then Sergio Busquets, Frankie de Jong and Pedri in midfield, with Fati, Depay and Aguero up top. We have got a few injuries in Ilias and Yusuf Demir, along with Dembele and Coutinho as well in there. But we should be all good. There shouldn't be too much to worry about. I will, in fact, actually swap Samuel Umtiti out for Gavi and pop him on the bench there. But looking at this skin, I quite like the fact you've got these little numbers and stars. So the stars obviously say whether they're in the position that they're best suited. And then the numbers show how good a position they're in currently. So if you're playing them out of position, so let's just say we put Fati in centre midfield and Frankie de Jong out right. Ansu Fati's not a centre midfielder. De Jong could probably do a job out there if you really need him to, but it's not advised. Just a little quality of life thing, really. But let's jump into the game. Let's take a look at how we get on. Fingers crossed it'll be a comfortable victory. We've obviously got the 2-0 lead on them from the first leg, so that's very, very positive. We'll have to see how the skin looks in game. I haven't played a game yet with it, so we'll take a look at how that works. But it looks okay so far. Obviously, the classic lineup screen and the Atletico Madrid and Barcelona badges up the top left. Let's skip ahead to the game. Whoa, this is a lot more info, which is quite nice. Let's take a look at what we can do, and I'll fiddle around with the screen whilst we're going along. All right, throw in for us on this left-hand side. It is Sergio Busquets who swings it across to Ansu Fati on the right, who's got time there to cut it back to De Jong, who again is going to look back to Fati, who's got a bit of time to lay it off to Sergio Busquets, who shot. It looks like ricocheted off the bar. The keeper may have had it covered, but a fantastic strike initially. You can see along the bottom here, the players are a bit bigger. You get to see a little bit more information down here, which is quite cool. But we'll see. I might change back. It might not work for me, but we'll see as the game progresses and we go through. Let's take a look here. I think, to be fair, there's not much I really want to change at the moment. Maybe we'll bring Pedri up to where Depay is, and then we'll swap Nico on for him there, just to get a bit of legs on there. And we'll go again for the second half. It's been quiet. Nothing really has gone down so far, but I'm pretty happy with it. It's not too bad. Jordi Alba with the short corner to Pedri that we've been training up to do. Cut back to Jordi Alba, who's going to lay it off to Dest. He's got a shot away. It is saved by Oblak in the end, quite comfortably, I think. It wasn't the most challenging of shots, but not bad. We go again, though, with another corner. 2 goals to the good still, so we're pretty confident at the moment. Was that offside? That's, come on boys, that's quite basic stuff to be sorting out. Well, this is quite a disappointing game, to be honest. Another free kick right in the corner though, and Stone's up for the header. He's headed it in. Fantastic, a goal for him against Atletico Madrid. It's his first goal for the club. And quite a nice one to get as well, to just kind of give us that extra cushion away from home for them as well. Jordi Alba with the ball in, Stones is up, beats, looks like 2 men at the back post, and heads it home. It's Atletico Madrid's turn to come forward, but Dest wins it back high up the pitch, which is lovely to see. We have brought on Ricky Puig to just give us a bit of extra legs in the middle of the park as we see the game out. A challenge by Felipe does just fall to Dest, and Ansu Fati gets the ball back for a second chance. Sergio Busquets into Nico, into Fati, into Pedri. Oh, that is beautiful football. That is exactly the definition of vertical tiki-taka. The quick passes forward, but retaining the short passing. It's perfect. It's perfect. That little passes in between, in the little triangles. You see it here. Dest looks to cut inside to Ansu Fati. He plays it back, but then it goes instantly forward to Nico, then into Fati, then into Pedri, and a lovely finish. That is beautiful football, and that makes it 2-0, and it looks like we might be getting through to the final of the Cup, possibly against Real Madrid. And there we go. It's the end of the game, and we've got the win. We're through to the final. That's another trophy we could be winning in the first season. I mean, that is fantastic. I have to say, we've absolutely smashed it so far. Whoa, look at that head and face. Jeez, that's not terrifying at all. But cool. That's fine. Brilliant. A semi-final win puts us through to the final, and it will be an El Clasico final as well. Do we know when that is? That's April. So I think we've got a little bit of time. We'll definitely be coming back for that one. It'll be a big game against Madrid. But there we go. We'll jump ahead now and we'll jump to the game against Dortmund to see if we can get through to the next round in that tournament. And I'll show you kind of what's happened in the other 2 games against Madrid and Levante. And here we are. We are back with the team and we've been on fire. We've absolutely smashed it. We've currently beaten Real Madrid 2-0 and Levante 1-0. I might be able to show you the proof of that a bit better if it does decide to load. But we're top of the league now. We're 1 point clear of Real Sociedad or Real San Sebastian. in the league. So that's fantastic. You can see here, Real Madrid, we beat them 2-0. Aguero and Pedri getting the goals. And then Ansu Fati getting the 1 goal in the 7th minute against Levante to give us that win. We have got Borussia Dortmund now in the second game of the episode. So we'll take a look at the team. This is what we'll go for initially. Ter Stegen, Dest, Stones, PK and Alba at the back. Busquets, De Jong and Puig in the middle. And then Ansu Fati, Pedri and Depay up top. This is the team that's been smashing it so far. I don't really need to change it, I don't think. We're at home, so we've got that slight advantage there. So let's jump in and take a look. I think we've got every opportunity to be able to get a win here. We've got the away goal advantage as well. We've got the 2 goals away from home to really help us in the game if needed. So I think it's all in our favour at the moment. Fingers crossed we can carry on that. But they've got the likes of Haaland up top who can destroy a team on his own. So let's see. So it looks to be a free kick for Dortmund in the 27th minute, which isn't great, as it could cause some issues. Akanji lays it back to Royce, who gets that ball into the back post for Hummels to nod it down to Haaland. Is he going to get a shot away? It gets laid off to Bellingham, whose strike is easily caught in the end by Ter Stegen. Can we create a counter-attack now into Stones at the back through up to De Jong? De Jong's got a bit of time and he bursts past the midfielder and he's running at the defence, able to play it through to Memphis Depay. It was a lovely run by De Jong to set Depay free, but he's had to cut back to Pedri. He's got the return pass and they're playing a little game of football just between the two of them at the moment, but it's played into Ansu Fati. He's on the turn. Is he going to get the ball across or is he going to have to cut back? He does fire it across. Memphis Depay at the near post. There's the goal we needed, making it 1-0 in today's game. 3-2 on aggregate. A fantastic finish by Depay, and that has made it 1-0. I mean, we kept hold of the ball. It's exactly what we needed to do. Ansu Fati doing well to get down to the byline, cut back, but then still fire it across. Depay takes a touch and puts it in at the near post. Keeper maybe should have done a little better, but we've given him the issues to have to deal with, and it's worked out for us. With half-time been and gone then, it is only one change we've looked to make, and that's Nico coming on for Sergio Busquets at the deeper playmaking role, just in front of the defence. He's just come on just because Busquets wasn't playing fantastically. The ball's put through to Jude Bellingham, who is stopped from scoring by Ter Stegen, but it's a little worrying at the start of the second half. They've got a corner from it as well. Marco Reus fires it in. It comes into the back post, and Witzel's header goes straight at Ter Stegen, who grasps that comfortably in the end. And it's a throw-in for Dortmund this time. Ball comes forward. Meunier whips it in. Rainer's header just goes wide of the post. They're playing a 4-3-1-2 formation now with the 2 players up top rather than the 4-2-3-1 they started with, which is giving us a little bit more trouble. So we might have to look at mixing things up again. But Stones does well there to cut that out and stop it from going forward. And that's a lovely ball through to Ansu Fati, who smacked it in. And there it is. That's 2-0. Although it could be called for offside. Is there going to be an offside call by VAR here? It is being checked. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get this 2-goal lead. It has been, in fact, disallowed, which is gutting because that was a lovely ball through originally. John Stones with the header. It came to Nico, who laid it off to Alba, whose ball over the top. He was offside, it looks like, but a nice finish as well. And they come forward again. Pedri does really well, working hard to get back. And the ball over the top to Memphis Depay straight away, and he fires it home. This time there is no doubt about the goal counting, and it is 4-2 on aggregate. A lovely, lovely time to score as well. With only 25 minutes to go, they've got to get at least 2 goals to stand a chance of taking the game to extra time. And at the moment, with that sort of reaction, winning the ball back and firing it forward straight away, I'm not too worried. I mean, they have got a highlight straight away from kickoff, which does make me a little worried. Dahoud up to Haaland. Stones, though, cuts it out. He's been fantastic since signing. I think he's been a fantastic signing to make. Gives us that third defender to really be able to play at centre-half for us, and give us that extra option if needed. I have also been experimenting with a 5 at the back team, with the same kind of style of play, but just having 5 at the back and someone just behind 2 strikers. It doesn't work quite as well with Barcelona, but it might be something I'll look at for future saves when we get into the full game, as it might be something worth keeping an eye on. But 15 minutes to go then. We are working well. We have got a smaller XG, and we haven't really been testing the keeper as much this second half as we could have done. Dahoud with the ball in. It goes to the back post. It's headed back across. Haaland's there. It's cleared off the line by Dest, and then hoofed clear by a Barcelona player. But the ball's out wide again to Dahoud. He's going to look to play it back to Brandt. Are they going to be able to work something into the box again this time? Axel Witsel on the edge, into Brandt again, back to Akanji, who's surely going to look out left. He does. Schultz is all on his own, and the highlight ends because obviously nothing happened. Memphis Depay with a corner though, and it is cleared by Tiggs. Ansu Fati on the edge. Is he going to get a strike off, or is he going to have to He went for a 1-2. Stones tried it, didn't quite come off, but he's played out wide to Dest. Then Ansu Fati, who's on this right-hand side. He's already created something today. Can he create something else? He doesn't, but he does lay it off to Dest, who's balled in, finds Pedri, who heads home, and that's surely won us the game now. There's no way for them to come back after that. What we will do then is we'll bring on Ousmane Dembele for Pedri, the goal scorer. Balde will come on for Alba, and I believe we've got 4 subs, so we've got another 2 substitutes we can make, which I think we will in fact do. We'll bring on Gavi for De Jong, and then Roberto can come on for Dest, who just got the assist as well, just to give us that extra bit of mix-up. I think I don't think there's anything to worry about. I mean, it's a lot of changes to make, but I'm pretty happy with how the boys have performed already, and they all know their roles as they come on, so there shouldn't be any issue there. In fact, we've got another chance to score. Back post, John Stones. There it is again. But it could be another goal disallowed for us. A lovely header. He was all on his own. Hopefully, I mean, he could see along the line, so I'm hoping it's not offside or anything like that, and it counts. And it's been awarded. Excellent. It's exactly what we expected. You could see he looks well on there, so I don't quite know what the check was for, but lovely stuff. Yeah, he's miles on. What a weird thing to check. But there you go. Tried to give us a bit of nerves, but there was no nerves. 4-0 against Dortmund. John Stones getting the 4th in the game, and that looks like it might be it. Although Schulz is going to take a free kick. Can they get a consolation goal for Dortmund here? Tiggs into Renier. He's going to drive forward, plays it across again. It is cleared though. It hit Nico, but it fell to Memphis, and we're going to look to break, I think. Waiting for that opportune moment to get that pass through to make something happen. A ball over the top. I don't think Memphis is going to get there as Kobel comes across. But with only 40 seconds left of the game and added time, I think we can comfortably say that this is one in the bag, and we're through to the next round of the Champions League, which is fantastic. I mean, I don't know what we'll do if we do win everything this season. I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see how it goes. It might take us through to the end of the beta anyway. But Ansu Fati's not able to latch onto that one. With 10 seconds left, Akanji's going to try to drive forward and make something happen. They're still plugging away. Haaland's still going. He might actually score here. He does. Absolutely rifles it in. 29th goal of the season. He is an absolute monster. But that's not going to mean anything to the game overall, as we will wrap things up. I'm a bit disappointed we conceded there. But, I mean, I guess there's only so much time you can keep Haaland from scoring. But there we go. A fantastic win in the end. 4-1 victory. Absolutely brilliant. 6-3 on aggregate. And we can also see that it looks like Man City's gone through against Inter as well. So we'll have to take a look at who we'll have in the semi-finals or quarterfinals. Well, quarterfinals and semi-finals, as they're both drawn at the same time in the Champions League. And then we'll wrap it up. So I will see in just a sec when we've got to the draw. Here we are then. This is the draw. We're going to see who we've got in the quarterfinals and semi-finals. There's a few teams in there that will be a bit of tough. I was just going to say, if we get Real Madrid, we know we can beat them. So I'm not too concerned, which is funny to say when you've got Real Madrid stood in front of you. But let's take a look at the semi-finals. Who would we have? It looks like we could have Sporting or Bayern. I'm going to put it out there and say we'll probably end up facing Bayern if we get through. And then you've got Leipzig versus Liverpool and United versus City. So a Manchester derby there, which is very exciting. And then that could end up into a Liverpool-Manchester derby. So it'll be interesting to see. This Champions League is heating up, that's for sure. And we'll have to come back for that and take a look at the games and how we get on. They're all round. So I will come back for a double Real Madrid header, I think. I'll play the first leg and then we'll come back for the quarter-final, second leg and the Spanish Cup final because we've got two there. And then we'll go and see how far we can go. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy. We're getting there now. We're getting to the end of the season and things are hotting up. We're closer and closer to winning so many titles in our first season here at Barcelona. I can safely say it's already been a lot better than when we were in charge of Saints. But I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you in the next one.